serving these topics. Not picking on you or anything.
Director Register.
Hey, good evening. My name is Mike Register. I'm the Public Safety Director for Cobb County, and it's my distinct honor to introduce and become along with the new police chief here in Cobb County, Chief Ferrell. But first, I want to say thank you to all the community members that came out tonight. And I also want to say especially thank you to the Board of Commissioners for giving the vote of confidence to our new chief and the support that our county manager, Jackie McMorris, gave in the process also. You know, I've known Dan since the first day that he came to the Cobb County Police Department. On the first day he reported, I was a sergeant out at training when he reported there for his initial training with Cobb County. And to see him grow throughout the years and to now chief of the police department is just truly amazing. They couldn't have made a better choice. Congratulations again to you, Chief Ferrell. Thank you for all that you've done, and I look forward to all you will do. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Dan Ferrell.
I had a 30-page speech written tonight, and I think Ross took it. So this will be a lot quicker than that. First, thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you for all the support that I've received from our Board of Commissioners, from the County Manager, from the Director of Public Safety, from our command staff and the officers in our department. I can truly say that this is the professional honor of my life. And I've spent the last 29 years here at Cobb County Police Department. I've been a resident of this county since I was born. So I grew up here, raised my family here, and so I have a lot of connection with this county. And 29 years ago when I came to the department, I never dreamed that one day I would be standing in the middle of the BOC room and doing an interview because I was appointed to the Chief of Police. And it is truly an amazing world. And so I'm very excited, my family is very excited. A little bit about me and my career, and I know Dr. Morris touched on it just a little bit during her introduction, but I've had the pleasure of working in just about every single division in our department. So I've worked in our Uniform Patrol, our Detective Division, worked in executive leadership in the Department of Public Safety. So I've been all around and through the department. And one thing that I can say about the police department is this is where I grew up. And I grew up being a Cobb County police officer. I was a young man when I came here, not so young anymore. And but this department is what shaped me into the man that I am today. It shaped me into the community service leader that I am today. It molded me as a leader in our department, and it will continue to mold me as a leader in our department. But I will say this, I did not get here by myself. And the men that are standing back here and our command staff right now have supported me so much throughout my career. They've been someone to get advice from, shoulder to cry on if I needed it. They have helped to guide me and support me and get me into a position where I am today. I truly do believe that I am inheriting one of the finest police departments in the state of Georgia. The men and women that serve here every single day, they put that uniform on and they go out and risk everything to answer the calls in this community. I could not be more proud of them. They are the best of the best. And they are what makes our department great. And I can say, as the chief, that I believe in a modern and inclusive, and a leadership-driven style of a police department. And I do have several things that are agendas for me and that are on the top of my list. And I'll start with the first, which is our community outreach. And I truly believe that connection with the community is key to success if you want to have safer county. And it is key. You have to communicate. You have to communicate consistently, and you have to have open and transparent and honest communication with people. The more we can do that, the safer our county will be. And second, I believe in our workforce. And I told you, I believe that our workforce is second to none. Our people are innovative. Our people are motivated. Our people have courage. They have dedication, and they go out every single day to serve this community. And I believe as a command staff and as leadership in this department, they should have the best from us. So one of my other priorities is to work with our workforce. I want to develop our workforce. I want to make sure that they have mental wellness, physical wellness, right? Financial wellness. They have opportunity for professional growth in our department. We have an even playing field, right? I believe our workforce deserves that. And I also know if you invest in your workforce will invest in the community that they serve. And I truly do believe that. I also know that we're coming into one of the most exciting times in police work right now, which is the age of technology. And technology, you go back a few years ago, we started a real-time crime center. We were searching across the country for other people that had a real-time crime center. Most people that had one, it was really not even functional that we talked to. So there were very few places that we could go to actually see an operational real-time crime center. This is just a few years earlier. Last month, we hosted the National Real-Time Crime Center Conference. We had over 1,000 attendees at that conference. Technology is growing in leaps and bounds, and how that's going to interact with law enforcement over the next decade is something that I am truly excited to see how we can make our community safer by working through technology. And I will say this, and I will close with this, and we'll open up for a few questions. I believe that Cobb County Police Department has a bright future. And I say that not because I'm the chief of police. I say that because I believe in my command staff. I believe in the officers that serve you every single day. And I know the work that they can do. And so I have nothing but positive thoughts about the future going forward.
All right, so tomorrow's day one. What's it look like?
Day one is probably a lot of talking. And, I think day 2 and week 2 and week 3 most likely will be a lot of talking. And got a lot of people to go out and meet, a lot of people to interact with, introduce myself, talk about my vision some, talk about their vision and their needs in the county. And so I'm sure over the next month or 2, I'm going to stay very busy on that aspect as we kind of bring together that unified, collected vision of where this department's going to go.
Can you walk me back to that first day when you put on a uniform? Well, before we got to this point today, because you mentioned you never dreamed of standing here.
No, you never did. And so back then we had to wear a khaki uniform because they wanted everybody to know that you were a rookie. And so you had to wear that till you finished training. You had a khaki uniform on. And the first day we showed up at the academy, Sergeant Register at the time was there at the academy. And we all didn't know this, but he was like a hot keto master. And so we come into the school and we get in there and then we find out that every single day we have to wrestle with him and fight him before we go home. And it was his way to get a good workout in, and so we would go out there. I still have the TBI but yeah, so he was truly my first mentor in this department. And so my first day I came in, that's my first supervisor that I had. And he was truly my first mentor here in the police department. And watching his leadership, his guidance, and and having him now as the director of public safety, coming in as the chief of police, I could not ask for a better match. And to come with that, because I started with him in the beginning, and I guess I'll finish with him in the end. So.
What'll be your top priorities as chief?
The very first thing that's my top priority is just going out and interacting with the community. And I do have a vision for the department, and I do have areas that I know that I want to work in. But what does that actually look like? And so I know I want to focus on community outreach, and not just with like our civil groups, our nonprofits, or civic organizations, businesses. Not just in that area. I'm a true believer that you focus in on the youth, and our youth are our future. I believe that it's our responsibility as police and as leaders in this county that we need to interact with our young people in our community. And so I do have a lot of ideas and things that I would like to do to improve in that area, and trying to elevate a lot of youth programs as we move forward. So.
Chief, what can you say to people who were looking to a different choice for a police chief? Not to rain on your Super Bowl here, but what can you say to those people?
Well, everybody has their choice. And, so in all honesty, before you get to know everybody and before you know somebody, a lot of people will pick sides and have a choice and go there. All that I can ask for is to give an opportunity to me and to have an opportunity to win you over. And so, hey, give me some time, work with me on that. I'll see if I can change your mind on that choice.
Chief, in a unique environment for relationship with law enforcement and the public in a diverse county such as Cobb, what do you think the relationship is between the community and the police department right now, and what do you think needs to be worked on?
Well, I think a lot of things that need to be worked on is just more contact. And so this is my belief on community policing. And I believe community policing has to happen at the top, at the executive level. But the most community policing you'll ever see is going to happen at the bottom. And for our officers and how they interact with the community. There needs to be some work done on that. That's one of the first things that I know I need to do as a police chief is to kind of step back from the department. I need to go out and interact with the community and see what that perception is. I know the perception that I want our department to have, but I want that to be reflected back from the community. So if you ask them, they see the same things that I see in our department. That may take some time to build, but I certainly do believe that we can get there. So in the beginning, it's just going out and actually gauging the temperature of the community and see where they see us. And that may come through personal meetings, public meetings, things of that nature, community surveys like that, so that I can kind of get a gauge of where we're at.
You mentioned your top 3 priorities. What do you see as the biggest hurdles or obstacles in your first few months here taking on this role?
Yeah, I'm a glass half full, so I don't see a ton of hurdles and obstacles. I see a lot of work. I know these are things that I can't do myself. I need the support of our elected officials. I need the support of my command staff. I need the support of our community, okay, to get some of these things done. But I do believe this, as a person that thinks the glass is half full, I do think that they are there. And everybody in our community, I do believe, wants a better community. They want a better police department. Everybody may have different ideas of how to get there, right? But I think we all want the same things in the end. And I certainly do. You know, I want a safe Cobb County. I want a gold standard police department, you know, to service a gold standard community. And so those are my goals. I don't honestly think I have any hurdles other than the time of day to be able to get things done.
Anybody else?
Can I ask about Planeteer and pre-crime? Peter Thiel's?
He'll get with you in just a minute. Thanks everybody else for coming.
Thank you guys for being here. Thank you very much. Thank you.